Hey girl, I just discovered your page and I love your content. I had a question. If my SP is showing up in a way that is undesirable to me, should I question him about it, voice my concerns, or should I just continue to be supportive and think of him showing up in the way that I desire and eventually he will conform? I hope you see this. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my content. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for your question. So, for me, it's the latter. Like, I don't ever confront my SP when he's doing something undesirable. Obviously, I've said this before, you guys, if you're being disrespected and if there's physical abuse or even verbal abuse, like, remove yourself from the situation, get the necessary help. Don't sit there and accept behavior that's like abusive. Obviously, like, remove yourself from the situation, and you can stand up for yourself in the 3D if you would like. However, guys, when it comes to things like outside of abuse and all the things, like, if it's just a behavior that's annoying the fuck out of you, or if it's undesirable, but you can tolerate it in the moment, I would just make a mental note and revise the story in my mind of what he's doing, and I would affirm that he does the desirable thing. Like, I mean, I don't really know if I want to affirm anything unfavorable about my SP, but when he does something that's undesirable and I notice it and I catch it, yes, it's triggering, and yes, it can be frustrating and annoying, but I just know that if I call it out or, bring attention and focus to it, now I'm perpetuating it in my 3D because I'm calling it out and I'm drawing attention to it. And if I'm drawing attention to the undesirable behavior, it's because I'm aware of it, which means that the version of myself that is aware of the undesirable behavior is coming from my old self-concept. So me calling it out is going to highlight, it's going to create this circumstance, right, in which you're now going back and forth with your SP, but you're going back and forth with the old version of him, the undesirable version of him, the low self-concept version of him, because you are embodying the low self-concept version of yourself simply by calling out the bullshit, when the bullshit that you're experiencing is really just lingering from your old story. So it would be in your best interest to ignore it and focus on the desirable behavior. Like, edit it in the moment. This takes discipline and focus and work. This is a part of the work. So yeah, girl, don't call it out. Your power is never in saying anything to them with your words. And let me tell you why your power is never there, because your power is in your mind. You're the operant power of your reality. They have no free will. So why are you gonna, like, you might as well just change them in your mind, change the behavior, focus on the favorable reality that you desire instead of focusing on the bullshit, because energy flows where your attention goes. So if you put your attention on the undesirable bullshit, more undesirable energy is going to flow from that. So yeah, girl. And here's the thing, when you do, sorry, I feel like I'm like talking, like going, I feel like I'm really going in right now, but like, girl, when you use your words to call it out in the 3D, it's never going to work in your favor. You're never going to get your desired outcome by trying to manipulate the 3D with your words, or by trying to tell them, hey, don't do this. Like, it's just so frustrating. I actually did this the other day, knowing that I wasn't going to get what I wanted, but my ego wanted to call some bullshit out. And then, like, he pissed me the fuck off when I called it out. And he basically, I don't want to say gaslight because he's not a toxic man, but like, the behavior, like, he was literally like not sure what he was doing wrong. And like, it seemed like he was so clueless. And that's what that's just him being his old story, immature version. And I know with me engaging with that version of him is so unfavorable for my nervous system. And so, like, it's just unfavorable because I don't even deserve to experience that version of him. So there's no point of me like sitting there trying to argue with him just so that we can deal with whatever the undesirable behavior was. No, your power is in going in your mind and creating, like, affirming what you would rather him be doing. It's really that simple. Let me look at my notes. I think that everything is situational. If it makes you feel good, you can honestly stand up for yourself in the 3D if you're being disrespected, or you can exit the premises. But you need to remember that words don't teach. Your power is never in telling your SP that they need to change, especially because you are the one creating them, right? Your power is also never in trying to change the 3D. Your power is actually in changing yourself. You are the operant power. You are creating them. They never have free will. There's no one to change but self. Literally, yeah, that's what I put in the notes when I was typing my script for this episode. So yeah, girl, your power is never in telling them.